Hello, my name's Julie from Salessewunique, and I will pop all the links down below where you can find me on social media. Well, hello and a big welcome to episode 105. And this week things haven't quite gone to plan. Everything's I don't know, it's just been one of those weeks. To start off with, Kevin started off with this really bad cold, and then Adele's caught it, and she's been quite poorly as well. And Jake and myself have sort of had, like, at the tail end of it, we haven't been anywhere near as bad. So we've all sort of gone to work and continued on as normal, but we've not been able to go and visit my mother-in-law. So, because obviously she's paranoid about catching a cold and being poorly, so we've had to sort of stay away from her a bit. And unfortunately, this week she's had a fall. Well, actually, no, it was last Friday she'd had a fall. She didn't tell anybody she'd had a fall. And then on the Sunday, she was in a lot of pain and had to have the paramedics out to her. And it turned out that she's broken a rib. So she's on bed rest at the minute. And the other sort of side of the family having to look after her, and we can't really do much because obviously everybody's had cold and we've had to stay away from her. But mine's gone now, and Jake's okay. Adele and Kevin are still coughing really bad, and they sort of had, the cold was going off a few days ago, then it all came back on again, so they were feeling poorly again. So obviously we've sort of had to keep away, but I'm hoping to be able to go and visit her tomorrow, because obviously she needs looking after. It's all being left to Kevin's brother at the minute and his wife. So yes, so I don't know. So I'm hoping for a better week next week, but I don't know, because I think she's going to need quite a bit of care, really, because this is going to take a while to heal, but I'm sure we'll get there. So yes, and the weather's been miserable, it's been cold, we've had lots of rain again, and yeah, work's been a little bit quiet on some days, but we've been okay, it's not been too bad. So I thought I'd share with you what I've been up to over the week. As you can see, I've got my diamond painting here, so I am down in this area now, so I've just done that, that part down there. There's not a great deal to show you, so I'm going to wait and I'll show you when I've done a little bit more. So, but I haven't been out here for a few nights actually this week. I've bought one thing, I've had one purchase this week, and I'll show that with you, I think, to start with. Right, well, this is from West Coast Stitchery again, and sorry for the rustling. And I've got a frame, and this is my fabric, and this is, it's a printed phonology wheel, I think I'm pronouncing that right. So it's another stitching for the year, but it's flowers, so that looks really nice. It doesn't look too hard. Now I haven't done anything for January yet, because like I say, I've got all month to do this, so I probably will do that next week, and that's snowdrops. So I'm really looking forward to starting this, and by the end of the year I'll have another project to go up on the wall, which is very exciting. And this actually looks really nice done up. I think there's some like videos on the West Coast Stitchery not YouTube, Instagram, I think reels, and so at least I can go back there and just see sort of how certain stitches are done, refresh my memory. So I'm looking forward to starting that, so hopefully I'll start that next week. So I'll just pop this away. Right, so the other little bit of stitching I've done is on my other monthly one. and you can't really see this, but all I've done is all the grey stitching across here. I've done that all the way around. I haven't started on January yet because there's no examples out there as to sort of what colours to use. So until I've got an idea of what I'm doing, I sort of haven't done anything yet. So I'm just hoping that the people that have bought the kits will post on Instagram of sort of what colours they're using, just to give me an idea. Once I sort of see one, then I'll be set to go. So I'm looking forward to starting this, otherwise I'm going to be doing all this in the last week of January. And my Christmas socks, my Boxing Day cast on, and I haven't got the socks here because I took them to work this morning. So I thought, oh, I'll just sort of finish off my heel bits. And of course I've gone and left them in a basket at the shop. So they are not here. But I've done the heel flap. So obviously I'm just about to start on the heel turn. So you'll have to wait till next week to see them. I can't believe I left them at work. I really can't. It's because I moved them off the table and put them under my work table. So anyhow, the yarn that I showed you at the beginning of January for what I was going to make, and I said I was going to do some socks with this. I've changed my mind. I'm not making socks. I think it's too pretty and too sparkly to make socks when I've got my boots on and nobody sees them. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to make some fingerless mittens. Well, I say knitted. I think knitted, but I don't know. I might do crocheted. I don't know at the minute. I need to find a pattern. I mean, I suppose I could just knit a sock tube that fits my hand and leave an opening for the thumb. I suppose I could do that, but I need to think about that. But that is what this yarn's going to be for now. I've made that decision that they're going to be fingerless mittens, so that'll be nice. I've seen a few patterns online, and I've seen a few examples of what they look like, and yeah, so that will look lovely. And at least I'll be able to see the sparkly purple whenever I wear them. Mind you, I'm probably not likely to have them for now. It'll be next year, I think, before I get to wear them, or the end of this year. So yeah, I thought I'd just share that with you. Right. The yarn that I had from Dawn, the 3 skeins of yarn, double knit, I haven't got them sort of here with me now because I've actually used them. I got a pattern. A link to the pattern was very kindly shared with me by Sarah Jane. So thank you, Sarah Jane, for that. So I went and bought that pattern for the crocheted gloves, and I also got the pattern for the cowl as well. So I'm going to get some yarn at some point to make that. I just thought it would be nice to have, and just to give me an idea of what I'm doing. Oh dear, I don't know. Anyhow, I've been working on the crochet fingerless mitts over the week, and I've had the right time of it. I mean, it's not that I don't understand the pattern or anything, I do. It's just when you come to do the cuff, it's front and back posts. Now, I've done front and back posts before, but I haven't done these for a long time because, like I said, I don't do a lot of crochet. Last time I did that was when I made a poncho, and it got like a big roll neck on it. That was in a magazine, probably Simply Crochet or something like that, and I struggled then. I made a few mistakes, but it didn't matter. You couldn't see the mistakes because luckily when the roll neck turned over, it was all hidden. But you know, the pennies dropped this time. I know what I'm doing. Anyhow, had to look online on YouTube to see if there were any tutorials just to refresh my memory. And I found one. I thought, oh, this looks good. So I started doing it on the gloves. And my front and back post did not look like front and back post at all. So I don't know what I was doing wrong, but it was different to what I'd done before. So I did a few rounds, didn't like it, ripped it out, tried again, ripped it out, tried again, ripped it out, tried it. So of course you can imagine the yarn's getting a little bit frayed at this point. So I got really fed up Sunday night that it just wasn't working, and I couldn't see why it wasn't working. So I ended up doing the cuff part in half trebles. I thought, you know, I'm just going to leave it at that. And then the next day I thought, you know, come on, we can do this. Well, let's have a look online and see if I can find another tutorial, which I did do. And I thought, yes, this is how I used to do the front back post. So I ripped it all out of the glove again, and I made a, well, that's part of it. This is the one I've ripped out. So I have now got to finish this one. So this is the yarn. So I've managed to get 4 squares out of the 3 skeins of yarn. So 3 of them are with the, out of the skeins, and then the 4th one is a mixture. And I have to say, these have turned out really, really well. And I've put myself a button on. So there's my rib. It's turned out really well. I'm really pleased with that. They actually fit. And they are so nice. So now I've got another pair, or I will have, of gloves. So I'm hoping to get this one finished for next week. So but they are lovely. I absolutely love this yarn. Now, oh, I've got it on the wrong way around. Just a minute. I knew I'd got it on the wrong way around. That's it. The blue is meant to be on the inside. Now the go on, half treble round here is a bit tighter than it is on this one. You can see I've got a bit of a gap there, whereas on here I haven't. But I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. I've had enough trouble, and you know, now I've got the cuffing right. I'm really, really pleased. So yes, I'm looking forward to doing the cowl, and I think I'm going to have a look online and see if I can find any hand-dyed DK that will sort of go sort of on the pinky side, like this one, to go with it. I mean, I like sort of the mismatchy colours, but I might see if I can find something that will go with these, because I have got the packaging somewhere, and it's Ruffles yarn, so I might have a look and see if I can find some more that will go with it. So hopefully next week this one will be completed, and then I can wear them. But I will definitely make some more, because I have enjoyed making these, even though I've had a few problems. And it's got nothing to do with the pattern. The pattern is fine. It all reads well. You have coloured pictures in there. I don't, just let me just check this. Oh, you know, I've not read part of this. I was going to say it doesn't explain how to do front and back posts in half treble. It does. It does. So if I'd have read the pattern properly, I would have seen that, and I wouldn't have had so much problems, would I? Note to self, I really must read the patterns. But like I said, the pattern is lovely, and there's lots of pictures in there, an instruction, and yeah, and it's by So Happy Creative on Etsy, and I got both patterns together because she was like doing a bundle on odd things, so it worked out cheaper to buy two together. And she's got some lovely patterns on there for mittens and hats and other things, so I am going to go back and have a look sometime and see if I can find another pattern that I like, because I've actually enjoyed getting back into the crochet this week. Really nice, but then I've had a bit of a sore hand, so it's actually sort of got better now, so a couple of days rest and it's been okay. So yeah, so that's really what I've been up to. And the last thing I've been doing is on my Easter cross stitch, and that's the pattern, and I've got that far, so I've finished the first row. So the next row is the Easter eggs. So my aim is to try and get the row of Easter eggs done next week, so I will probably take this to work with me and see how long it takes me to do one egg, and it might be like an egg a day or something like that, just to sort of get that finished. So hopefully by the time I come back on next Wednesday, I will be about to start this bunny. So this is not going to be a very big cross stitch, as you can see, but I don't mind. I've just got the detailing then to do, so it shouldn't take me too long, so I'll have no excuse for not getting this done for Easter, which will be brilliant. So yeah, I think that is everything I've got to share with you this week. Yes, now I might be back on Friday. It just depends how this week goes, if I have any time, because I've decided to keep sort of the dressmaking in a separate video. I know not everybody will probably be interested in seeing dressmaking, so I am hopefully going to come back on this Friday if I can. Just depends what happens, like with visiting my mother-in-law and things like that, how much time I've got, and how much time I get to sew. So if I'm not back on Friday, I will see you all next Wednesday, and then I'll be hopefully back. I'll hopefully get started on the following Friday, but we'll see how things go. So thank you for joining me this week, and I will see you all again soon. Hope everybody has a lovely week. I hope you get lots of crafting done. So take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.